In today's video, I'm going to be going over the installation of my BRD Skin. The first side, I'll be doing it by myself on camera. It was 75 degrees, but a lot of humidity, so you're going to see me struggle with it a little bit. It was my first time. As we got to the other side, Mike stopped working the camera and came over with a heat gun and started helping me with the second side, and I will say that went at least 3 times faster and had almost no air bubbles, went completely smooth. So I would recommend that if you're going to install one of these skins, that you do it with 2 people, one person with a hot gun, or with the heat gun I mean, and one with the scraper or the squeegee. If you are going to install and go with the skin, BRD Skins is amazing. And if you decide to order one from them, make sure that you use the discount code listed on your screen right now so that you can get a discount on your order. Let's get started.
So first you have to prep the kayak by using alcohol and a microfiber rag and wiping down, getting all the residue off it. Then you're going to want to feel with your hand for any high ridges and take those little bumps, imperfections off from the mold so that those aren't piercing through your skin.
So, alright, so we're ready to put on the BRD Skin. So I've already cleaned it with alcohol, and I've watched their video. I've never done this before, so this is going to be a learning experience for all of us, and we'll get started. But it's very forgiving, so even though I don't have experience, we should be fine. So first thing we're going to do is put some tape along here to get ready to kind of tape it in place before we get started sticking it on. And they have a great video on how to do this, so this is all from their video. I am doing it outside because it is 75 degrees out, and that is the optimal temperature, though the humidity is a little high and we do have a little wind. So first thing I want to do is get this pretty close to right there. Doesn't have to be perfect. The nice thing about the Bonafide is it's got a very distinct center with that handle. So that's where we start. You start pulling the backing off and then running it both directions. Neighbors walking by. Alright. So we want to rip, we're actually going to go back this far. So we want to rip the backing. And this is this is probably the new thing for me. This is a no liquid application. They don't want you to use like vinyl, like Windex or any kind of, because it's really thick and really sticky, and you can move it and do what you need to do without the need for all the extra stuff. So that actually looks really good already right there. And then what we want to do is we want to come along, we only want to do the top. So we're going to pull this back and we're going to run it right along. We want to match up these distinct spots. And then we use the squeegee to just work the top half. So that looks pretty close right there already. So now we're just going to work our way to the front.
might have to pull on it a little tight. Get a little wrinkle, just pull it out. Pull it off and redo it. That's our next key spot, just to match up that. There, I think that looks pretty good. The next big spot is this. Around this mount. Low there. You can see just easily pull it away. Supposed to go right to that point. That's right. So wherever those end up being, that's where it ends up being. So that seems a little bit high on that side to me. Above that edge, but I still think that's right. Alright, so now we take the squeegee, 45-degree angle, up and down, try to get, we're only working the top line above this top line, we're working up and away. If we see any air, we can push it out. Air will still work its way out. I can use a pin. The one thing I do know about decals and stuff is you can definitely still work out air. Well, after the sun, just sitting in the sun, we'll get the arrow as well. And I might have to use a needle there. One spot there that's kind of bugging me. That looks pretty good. squeegee's also not the right squeegee. And any wrinkles or anything like that, I'm going to use a heat gun. There's a lot of air in this. I think the squeegee I'm using is too weak. It's the only thing I could find. I'm just using a thicker decal squeegee. The more I work it, the more air I'm getting. It is pretty humid out, and that'll affect it as well. Alright, work my way this way. Paper backing did not want to come off. Again, first time he's doing it, so. But man, yeah,
It goes right about here.
yeah. Alright, so let's
I suppose you don't need more tape.
now just get this edge. Alright, so like that spot will get hit with the heat. This spot will get hit with the heat when we're doing it, so that's done. That'll relax the material so that you can work your way down. Too fast. Got some bubbles in there. That we're working out. But we'll hit everything with the heat gun too, so. Oof. That is a whole bunch of air right there. Oh, rip.
I didn't speed through this part because I thought it was important to show how forgiving the BRD skin is, even for the beginner. If you get a lot of air, you can continue to pull it away, lay it back down, hit it with the heat gun, and continue to move on. It is so forgiving that even as I fumbled through this as a beginner, it worked really well to be able to constantly move it and fix it.
I got Mike, our fish pro, working the camera. What do you think so far, Mike?
That looks pretty nice. My camera work is pretty crap, but
Not as bad as my blade work here. Definitely. Again, sitting this out in the sun will get a lot of these. If you got any that don't want to disappear, then we go ahead and hit those with a pen. I am just surprised at how much air is in this. Like I don't even see it. I just run my hand along it and then I feel it right along the seam.
So I attribute a lot of the air from one, being a beginner and not really doing a great job with the 45-degree angle up and down with the squeegee, but also the humidity had a lot to play with it. With the second side, when Mike is helping me and I have that second person helping me, we were able to lay it down so much smoother and so much easier. Just having somebody hold it away at the bottom half, as well as somebody with the heat gun while the other person was doing the squeegee.
Alright, so now we got to go through and hit it with the heat gun, hit all the edges. That's what they want you to make sure that it's all, the edges are nice and tight and sealed. So we'll do that quick. Look at some of these big air bubbles. See, I got a big one right here. Alright, so they use the torch. They said to definitely use a heat gun. So it'll take slower with the heat gun. Heat gun also helps fix the scratches left in by the squeegee. pretty much it. I got a lot of air to fix. Let me zoom out. Looks good.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
All in all, I only had a handful of bubbles that I needed to pop with a pin. All the other small little air bubbles healed in the sun, and now it lays perfectly flat. And even though I struggled, it still looks amazing, and all the air came out. Thanks for watching, and again, if you are looking to order a BRD skin, use the discount code listed on the screen. Appreciate you watching. Thanks for your support. Thank you, BRD Skins, for making such an amazing product that even a beginner like me could put it on with little to no effort. Until next time, we'll see you on the water.